here we go. SparStar Promotions is proud to present the re-rounds of mixed martial arts in the bantamweight division. This bout is sponsored in part by Mexigoods, It's a Sweet Thing, and CPI Cellular Performance Institute. Introducing our referee in charge of this bout, Mark Reyes. And now, introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, he is wearing black trunks. He is training out of TDS, San Diego, California. He weighed 133 pounds. His record, 1 win, 2 losses, with 1 win coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Julyan the King Hanna! His opponent across the cage on my right, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing black trunks trimmed in gray. He is training out of Tillis BJJ, South Whittier, California. He weighed 135 pounds. Tonight, he is making his debut. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Anthony Jimenez! All right, fans, here we go. The re-rounds of mixed martial arts in the bantamweight division.
All right, here we go. Julyan Hanna up against Anthony Jimenez. Jimenez in the red tape. And Hanna's going to be in the blue. Oh, Hanna coming right out. Throws a wild right leg kick. Ends up in a clinch here.
Yeah, Jimenez trying to get that second leg.
I don't know that
Wanted
Hanna.
to drop down for the double leg.
Hanna's holding on to kind of like a.
It's like a head and arm throw. Oh.
Speaking of throws.
Nicely done by Jimenez. Got to watch out for this guillotine. Unfortunately, Hanna's up against the cage, though, so that's allowing him to keep that angle.
I don't know that Hanna knows what he's going for. I think he's just holding on here.
Yeah, but good adjustment from Jimenez on the top, getting his head to that far side. Yeah. And now trying to keep Hanna down.
And
it's the body lock.
He's going to get taken down again.
Oh.
Yeah, Hanna looks very green in the stand-up clinch game.
Yeah, and just trying for this headlock, like a schoolyard headlock, trying to throw Jimenez over. Not even head and arm at this point.
Yeah, he's just going to pop out the back door or stand up like he did. And Hanna's going to get taken down again here.
Jimenez with this body lock. Again, now switches over.
All he has to do is change level. I mean, the double is right there.
Yeah, he's got this nearly like a seatbelt grip. And he was dropping down for an ankle pick. Difficult to go. Oh, nice uppercut, though, and a great overhand right, and another one.
Oh, yeah, Hanna's coming in too wild, and Jimenez is connecting. Forces another clinch situation. Gets the fight to the mat here. I look for Jimenez to maybe knee slide pass. Someone is cut open.
I got to think that it's Hanna at this point.
Hanna's just
nice
running
level
forward,
change, though.
Looking for
moving towards the back. Very nicely done. Prevented that guillotine attempt.
Hanna's not short on aggression, but he's missing.
Yeah, now he's got this leg. If he could step his right leg around the outside, but he doesn't. He just throws to his back.
He's going to get head and arm choked here if he's not careful.
To your point, he's just kind of pulled Jimenez on top of him, but still somehow ends up on top.
This is a wild one.
This is a wild one. Jimenez is fighting for good positions, though. I think it is. It might be Jimenez that's cut, actually.
I think it is. And this is quite a pace these guys are putting on, too. I'd be surprised, or I wouldn't be surprised to see one or both fighters tired in between rounds.
Hanna, to your point, just throwing.
Yeah, Hanna's not afraid to stand in front of him.
Oh, connects with one, though.
He landed a big right hand there, and then Jimenez with one of his own.
Nice level change.
Jimenez looks a little fatigued here. He's been putting out a lot of energy at these takedowns. That's a wild round.
That was a wild round.
I've got to give it to Jimenez, but Hanna, what he lacks in technique, he makes up for with aggression. And he landed a couple nice right hands at the end of that round.
Yeah, I think Hanna might just be green to the grappling part of it. Because the striking he was throwing, I mean, he's still getting hit. He was throwing a little bit wild, but at least he was throwing some straight punches. He threw some uppercuts, some things that were more utilizing the effort that he's putting into it.
Yeah, and Jimenez is going to want to get his head off center line because Hanna is throwing full power straight punches. And a couple of them connected, and you can tell it hurt Jimenez. So he's going to want to utilize some head movement in this round, too. And other than that, I like his game plan. I think if he can get the fight to the ground and keep it there, he'll save some of his lungs. Both fighters chomping at the bit here to get started.
Yep, and we're about to start round number 2. These are 135ers, so typically, if they're going to have extra gas in the tank, then this is the weight class where that would happen more often. A nice right hand from Hanna.
Yeah, Hanna's that's his bread and butter. I'd almost be willing to bet anyone in his gym would concur that his straight right hand is probably his best weapon. He's looking to get taken down here. I don't like how he does this overhook with both arms. It's just giving your opponent the takedown.
And good wrestling technique from Jimenez.
Yeah, you can tell he's pretty well versed against the cage.
Yeah, that outside trip.
He just needs to get past this half guard of Hanna. I mean, it's proven to be somewhat cumbersome for him.
Yeah, and Hanna's, to your point, using a lot of strength, a lot of energy, and sometimes misguided, but it's still his. Throwing some legs here.
Well, he almost reaped the leg, which you're not allowed to do in amateur ranks. If that left leg crosses over the hip line, or the center line rather, of Jimenez, he could be in trouble of getting penalized.
He's going to try to, from outside Ashi, he's going to look to lock up a Kimura. I'm surprised he doesn't take that right leg and throw it around the head and try to finish with a triangle.
If he knew it, he might try it.
It's about as exotic. Very interesting stuff.
Jimenez has Hanna in a real bad spot here with his hips just dead on that one side. He can just pass the side.
Oh, right to mount.
Passes right to mount. Oh, he gets John Wayne rolled. Just the old buck and roll.
Good double leg off of this, though, from Jimenez. I'd like to see his spine a little straighter if possible.
I don't like this double overhook he does. He's just giving his opponent the takedown here.
Yeah, this chest wrap. But he's not doing anything with his legs.
Yeah, it's too easy to get taken down when you have that.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing if you use that and you start making angles, start really sprawling hard, but he's just holding it, standing straight up, and then just getting put on his back. Trying to throw up for a triangle, punch through triangle here.
Yeah, he does have wrist control, so he knows at least enough to throw up a triangle attempt.
Yeah, I wonder.
He might look for an arm lock here.
And here he gets both legs over the head.
That was a nice attempt, but opponent saw it coming, and now he's bottom mount again.
Yep, and Hanna looking to kick off the cage. Oh, makes a good enough angle for a second, but gives the underhook. And now Anthony going to work. Trying to step over this arm. I like this from Anthony on top.
Yeah, he may get mounted triangle if he's not careful.
Topside triangle. At the very least, he should be able to land some solid shots to the face.
That arm bar's there all day, too. That it's just basically waiting for him.
10 seconds left, though. So
yeah, it's a gamble.
Not enough time. They're going to end this awkward position. They're like a donkey guard.
Some nice hammer fist from the bottom, though. Hanna's no quitting him.
Yeah, this one is just all over the place.
I got that sizzle again. I got that sizzle in my headset again. Yeah, I'm not sure where that's coming from, but I don't know if anybody at home can hear it. Probably not. So what are we looking at here? That's probably 2 rounds to none for Jimenez, but Hanna.
Is it? I don't know.
No.
I mean,
did Hanna have any? He's got taken down too many times.
He's gotten taken down a lot. I mean, the ground control.
Yeah.
Even though Hanna was able to reverse more than once, at least 2 times at the very least. It's just on the feet, especially in that first round. I feel like Hanna landed some pretty heavy shots.
He did, but I don't think it would be enough to win the round. But we'll have to find out and see. Either way, let's assume it's 1-1. This round 3 could determine the whole fight.
And, I mean, this is the way both fighters should be fighting this round regardless.
Right.
Because it's at least enough up in the air where it could go either way. And you don't want to leave it to chance. Here we go, the final round. Hanna's got some power in his hands.
He does, and he keeps his hands low. He could generate a lot of power from down there. It's just, you're not really protecting your head.
Yeah, and he's eaten a couple too. I think especially at this weight class, it's not as risky as it normally would be.
Big stiff jab.
Oh! But as I say that, he does get dropped down to one leg momentarily. Right back up. Jimenez in this southpaw stance. Hanna's looking for that one big shot.
Yeah, Hanna's dipping that head and throwing that big overhand left. Two minutes left. That's a long time.
Yeah, Jimenez throwing some combos, but he's looking tired. He's a little bit slow and plotting. Nice shot, though. Turning it into a double leg. I like this.
He's going to finish it.
Yep, he's going to lift and put Hanna on his back and see if he can keep him here. Hanna's really good at walking off of this cage and overturning the position, as we saw earlier. See if he can do it again here in round 3.
If Hanna would just work on his takedown defense a little bit more.
Going for the armbar.
He's got a nice clamp on it. If he can,
I think he's got it if he can control that arm, but he just lets it go.
Well, his other leg wasn't across the midsection, but you don't have to have that.
Yeah, did he have the shin across, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good jab from Hanna. Catches Jimenez coming in. Good kick as well.
Yeah, if I'm Hanna, I would pressure Jimenez right now, sensing that he's the more fatigued fighter, but also be aware of the shots because Jimenez is probably going to look to change level and get the fight to the ground again. Oh, nice right hand. Check hook lands.
Good jab again.
This might be a tougher fight than both guys bargained for.
Yeah. Pretty big war for amateur MMA.
Fight of the night contender already, in my opinion. Based on our experience, there's been a lot of action here.
Yeah, testament to the matchmaking from Heather.
And here's this double overhook again from Hanna, and he's going to get taken down most likely.
Oh, and it looked like Jimenez had his hands connected underneath the hips, but it got slid up to the body lock. Should not be able to get this takedown that easily from there, but still somehow gets Hanna down. Nicely done.
Yeah,
and this is a great way to punctuate the end of round 3 for Jimenez.
Yeah, and this is going to be a lesson learned for Hanna. I would have to imagine he loses on the scorecards due to the wrestling of Jimenez. And if he just works on his cage grappling and his grappling in the open floor, he would have had a much better shot at winning that fight. And of course, we don't know if he lost it, but in my opinion, because he was never truly hurt on the feet. He did some nice damage with his hands. We'll see what the judges have to say. What do you think?
It's a tough one. I think Hanna did more of the damage, but he did get controlled. Of course, he got taken down repeatedly. He was able to overturn a lot of those.
Yeah.
And then sometimes he would just end up stuck on bottom and maybe throw some good hammer fists from the bottom. But he was also eating some punches too. Man, this is a tough one. If you're going strict on damage, I would have to say Hanna. But if you're going for control, it's got to be Jimenez.
Take a look at some action here. This was kind of the story of the fight, was Jimenez having his way in the grappling exchanges. Although Hanna, big right hand there.
Good left hands from Jimenez. There's
another right hand.
That right straight.
Yeah, and you can see the forehead of Jimenez wearing that damage too.
But then right away turning it into that good single attempt.
You know what's interesting about Hanna too is, for as easily as he got taken down, how hard he was to hold there.
Yes, so hard.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. We have our decision. All 3 judges cage side scored the bout 30-27 in favor of our winner. By unanimous decision, the red corner, Anthony Cheeto Jimenez.
That's right, fight fans. Give it up for these two warriors in the ring. Make some noise.